Now, the third death caused by a pothole in Bengaluru in 1 week alone. A 47-year-old pillion rider was crushed to death when a truck knocked her scooter down near Nayandahalli Junction, Mysuru Road. The scooter rider was trying to navigate a potholed road when she met with an accident. The deceased has been identified as Radha Anjanappa from East Bengaluru. The rider, 24-year-old Ravi Kumar, suffered minor injuries in the accident. The driver of the truck, however, has been arrested and booked under sections 279, that is rash driving, and 305, which is causing death by negligence of the IPC. Now, earlier on the night of October 2nd, a bus had run over scooter-borne JJ Nagar couple when they were veering a pothole on Mysuru Road flyover. In another accident from Udupi in Karnataka, an 18-month-old child died after he was thrown out of a two-wheeler after it hit a huge pothole at Manipal on October 3rd.
A killer pothole here in Bengaluru has claimed another life. The deceased has been identified as 47-year-old Radha Anjanappa. In fact, when she was travelling along with her nephew, Ravi Kumar, who was the rider, we understand that he lost balance after he spotted a pothole and he tried to navigate through the pothole, is what we are given to understand. At that point in time, a speeding truck came, rammed into the vehicle and crushed, in fact, Radha under its wheels. Now, remember, we are reporting this as a third death in the last 7 days, and clearly the BBMP, all that they are saying, the excuse that they're giving us is they will be completing or covering all the potholes in the next 10 days. Now remember, this is the fourth deadline given by the BBMP, and definitely the carelessness and the lackadaisical attitude of the civic body needs to be questioned at this point in time. Now remember, a whopping 3,000 crore rupees have been allocated just to fill the potholes here in the city, but we understand that the work has not been initiated. No contractors have been penalized, but only human lives are lost here in the city. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Mirror Now.
Well, so 3 different incidents in 1 week alone, all from the state of Karnataka. Because of potholes, 3 lives have been lost. And as you just heard my colleague Shrija say, BBMP's budget allocations for roads is as much as 3,000 crore for 2016-17. But the question is, the deadlines weren't met on time. Joining me on the phone line is Brijesh Kalappa. Thank you very much, Mr. Kalappa, for joining in. You know, your response, because these are 3 different deaths in 1 week alone, all due to potholes. Of course, in the most recent incident, now the truck driver has been arrested, but the question is, it's not his fault alone. The fault is of the pothole on the road, and it happens time and time again.
Yeah, the first thing is that the Chief Minister of Karnataka has gone and inspected all the potholes, and this is unlike which any other Chief Minister of any other state has done, because pothole deaths are common across the country. And I must tell you that the Chief Minister of Karnataka has gone and he has also condoled the deaths. He has said that, you know, this is very sad that these deaths have occurred. This is the first part. Second part is that this kind of unabated cloudburst has not been seen in Karnataka earlier, and particularly in Bangalore. And this is because of the depression. Now, with such extraordinary rain, which we have not received over the last 70, 80 years, naturally, the first casualty are always the roads. So, roads, of course, have been potholed, despite the fact that we have done a good job of having them, done up. And because over the last couple of years, we have been in power in the BBMP. And prior to that, the BJP was in administration in the BBMP. They had taken very, very bad care of the roads. And we have done our best to ensure that the roads are in motorable condition. But because of the rain, this has happened. Now, as soon as the monsoon comes to an end, and it's already September, so we are expecting days of monsoon. After that, we'll certainly get to the task of repairing and restructuring the roads and seeing to it that this kind of problem does not persist.
All right, Mr. Kalappa, do stay on the line with me. Also joining me is Malvika Avinash of the BJP. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining in. Your first response, we're seeing in 1 week alone, we saw 3 different deaths caused due to potholes in the state of Karnataka.
You see, the Congress government has not only failed in governing the state, it has completely failed in governing Bengaluru. Although BJP has 101 corporators in the BBMP, which governs Bengaluru, it is the Congress party which is, in a convenient alliance with the JDS and formed the council at the BBMP and has been governing, or rather not governing, Bengaluru for the last 3 years. The monsoon may have prevailed, and to expect rains during monsoon is not something that is not something that is not expected. And to blame the monsoon for the condition of the roads, it really reflects very poorly on the state government. They have not been at work. The commissioner himself says there are about 15,900 potholes as of now, and these 3 deaths only further reflect upon how poorly the roads have been maintained, have been laid in the first place, and what a condition they have been rendered at post these rains. The government, the chief minister and his Bengaluru in charge minister are directly responsible for the deaths of, and it has not stopped at the death of that couple 3 days ago. There's been one more and there's been one yesterday. It just reflects upon their apathy, complete apathy, and I don't think the Congress party really cares, the Congress government really cares about.
Mr. Kalappa, just to take that point forward, what Malvika Avinash is mentioning, why should the BBMP not be held responsible for these deaths as well? Because there have been 3,000 crores that has been allocated, and our reporter on ground said that the work has not even started. There is no movement towards trying to get all of this repaired.
What is the point in repairing these roads when monsoon is at its most potent? Does it make any sense to go and do up the roads now, which will immediately come out in a day or two? It doesn't make any sense at all. 3,000 crore is there, and we are certainly going to spend that money. We are not like the BJP, which spends 20 lakh of rupees to catch 20 rats. That's what they did during their term in office. They had a chief minister who went directly to jail. Half the cabinet was in jail during the BJP tenure. And I just heard Malvika Avinash is very cussed still, because the Congress entered into an alliance with the BJP, and we had the greater numbers, and therefore the BJP could not form the BBMP majority, and therefore they're still very cussed. And they're trying to foment all kinds of trouble by making creating all kinds of rumors. Now, if she had such a strong thing to say about the government, what did she say about the Mumbai condition? When Elphinstone happened, what did she say? Did she hold the railway minister responsible? Did she say the prime minister has absolutely no concern for the people? Did she say that?
Mr. Kalappa, the question is, we're talking today, right now, we're talking about Karnataka and the 3 deaths that have happened in the last 1 week alone. So the point is that why weren't these potholes fixed before the rain started? Because yes, I agree, the rains caused more potholes and they had to fix after the rains. But before the rain started, why weren't the potholes fixed?
Before the rains started?
Yes.
Because they didn't exist. The potholes were created by the rains.
But there were potholes that existed before the rains as well. Were those fixed?
No, but what's the point of clearing those, doing work on those potholes when rain is there, right around the corner? Before the rains, we didn't have potholes. Everybody knows that.
Are you saying there were no potholes at all before the rains in the city of Bengaluru?
Good, roads were very good in Bangalore before the rains. These potholes have been caused by the rains.
Mr. Kalappa, you're telling me today that there were absolutely no potholes in the city of Bengaluru before the rains, the monsoon season began.
I've not gone around with a microscope checking if there were 1 pothole or 2 potholes. I'm saying to the extent of the potholes there were no potholes before the rains. This is exactly what that's the reason I'm continuously saying that this was a cloud burst. It was not a normal rain.
Malvika Avinash, would you like to respond to that? Brijesh Kalappa is telling me that there were no potholes in the city of Bengaluru before the monsoon season began.
Brijesh Kalappa, I think, is from the moon. He doesn't live in the city of Bengaluru for sure. I live here as a citizen of Bengaluru. We've seen the condition of these roads. They have worsened. There were small craters which have widened. It's not like the city was absolutely in perfect condition and there was one cloud burst and everything got wrecked. Mr. Kalappa doesn't live in Bengaluru. I don't think he knows the conditions of the roads in Bengaluru. 22,000 crores in the last four years, 700 crores in the last 1 year. Where is it all gone? And why is it that the chief minister sits on every file? It's not even as if the mayor of Bengaluru decides what should happen to Bengaluru, and the mayor yesterday has claimed that in the next 10 days he's going to fix them. But Mr. Kalappa says they won't fix it till the rains are over. Who are we to believe? The mayor or Mr. Kalappa? Because the mayor says in the next 10 days he's going to fix all of them. Because he's released another 100 crores.
Mr. Kalappa, would you like to respond to what Malvika Avinash is saying?
Certainly. I've already said that the monsoon is between June to September. Now monsoon is already receding. In the next 2 days, it will all end. So naturally, when he says 10 days, there is a schedule. Of course, the deadline will be kept. The mayor speaks very responsibly. And the second thing is, in regard to these rains and these potholes, it's very convenient for the BJP to, on the one hand, attack the Congress government. Do they say the same thing about a BJP government? Across the country, there are potholes. Now, are they saying the same thing? There have been 21 deaths in Mumbai. Does she say the same thing about Mumbai? No, there it's a different thing. There they have to blame the opposition. So, let's not politicize these things.
Absolutely, Mr. Kalappa, I agree. Absolutely no need to politicize. The questions are raised on Mumbai as well. It's not just about Bangalore or Karnataka. The question is, before the rains, according to information and data that we have taken out, that our reporters have got out, there were 5,067 potholes before the rains, and that increased to 9,000 after the rains. And from what Malvika Avinash is saying, there are many more potholes as well. The point is, how can you say that there were no potholes before the rain started? There were deadlines that were failed by the BBMP, which were supposed to take care of the potholes before the monsoon season began, and that wasn't done.
See, madam, as far as the potholes are concerned, I'm telling you that potholes were far, far less as compared to what has happened after the rains, right? So let's not push this point. I think I've already said that as soon as the monsoon recedes, and this monsoon is continuing because of the depression, this issue will be sorted out. And you will see over the next couple of months that this issue is sorted out.
Will the Karnataka government be looking into investigating into the contractors who were supposed to take care of the roads? Will that be done?
Let the BJP give a similar commitment about Mumbai.
No, forget Mumbai, Mr. Kalappa. We're talking about Bengaluru. We're talking about Karnataka right now.
How convenient it is for you.
No, we bring up the Mumbai as well. We question the Mumbai BMC as well. The question right now is for Karnataka and Bengaluru.
Yeah, I'm speaking about Bengaluru. I've told
yes, so let's stick to Bengaluru. Will you be opening up an investigation into the contractors who are supposed to take care of these roads?
Certainly, why not? We are not, protecting any contractors. Most contractors are BJP workers, so we are in any case, we have no sympathy for them.
Will contractors who have not done their jobs, will they be penalized?
Yeah, certainly. What's the difficulty? Of course.
Okay, so how is that going to happen? Can you give us some sort of a timeline? Of course, these questions also should be going to the BBMP, but from your perspective...
You ask the mayor, madam. You ask the mayor. I'm just a spokesperson. I don't know what the timelines are concerned. I can only tell you that we are going to work without fear or favor, and we'll act against everybody concerned. There's no issue.
So you're telling me today that by next monsoon season, this issue of potholes will not be there, because once this monsoon gets over, you will take care of all the potholes in the entire state.
Monsoon is 1 year later, madam.
Yes, so that's exactly, and the same question must have been raised last year as well, and it's again being raised this year after the monsoon.
Mayor is saying in 10 days, and you're asking about 1 year later. Of course, it will be done. It will be done in 10 days, if not 20 days. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Mr. Kalappa, we'll leave it there and we'll get back in touch with you and see 20 days later whether the potholes are all done or not. Thank you very much, Malvika Avinash and Brijesh Kalappa, for joining us on the phone line.